Alright, so that's how the if else tree, this is called if else tree, like it's a continuous flow ladder, sometimes they call it as ladder. So I'm not writing the code there again, so I'll just leave it like that. So let's just separate the blocks here. This is one block and this is one block and this is one block. Alright, so the next is nesting. So what I do is, like, I write a condition here. I'll check for a condition. If the condition is true, then go inside. So inside, let's say if again I check for another condition which is inside. If that is passed, then only it comes here. Then I'll say else. What if that condition fails? You go here. Alright. Then here again I write else if, and it goes on. So it's called nesting, like writing one if else inside another if else is called nesting. So I write if else here, don't nest it there. If everything fails here, come here. Alright, this is called nesting of if else conditions. Alright, so we have one more which is called switch. Okay, switch acts just like the if else ladder. Okay, instead of writing so many if else conditions over there, I can write them in a simple manner using my switch case. So this is how it works. Switch, switch, whatever, a condition or a value. Usually it will be a value, actually, not a condition. Let's say usually it will be a value. Then you write case, okay, case value. Then here the code to be executed. So let me just shift this thing. Oh, okay, easy. Fine. I don't know, I messed it up. Fine. Yeah. So I'll just move this here, and I'll move this guy here. Okay, and we'll use a box to this guy too. So just to differentiate. Alright. So yeah. Case value, if the value matches that value. Okay, let's say case, I'll say variable instead. So if that variable matches this value, yeah, then execute this code. Then alright, so execute this code, then just exit from this. Okay, exit, we had to use break. So break is a statement, a keyword which is used to exit anything. It can be a condition loop, it can be a switch, it can be a loop. So break is nothing but just break this flow and move out of this flow. That's it. That's what break means. So I'll show you guys what happens if you don't use break. Again, next case value 2. If the variable matches this value, then execute this code. Okay, then break. If nothing matches, then write a default, execute this code. I no need to use break because this is the last statement, right? So however it exists defaultly. So you need not use break on this case. So remember this syntax is very important syntax. People ask you guys in interviews, like, write the syntax of a switch case. So this is how you write the syntax of a switch case. So it's pretty much straightforward. Right. So now let's see an example for all these control structures and operators. We'll start extending our code. You guys can see my screen, I hope. Yes. Great. So let's start with our operators. Okay, so this is our folder. So I assume if anybody doesn't know how to save this, way to save the files, and which is the editor I'm using, just go back to the yesterday's class and you'll be getting answers to almost every question which I just told. Right? So we do in a proper way, as I told before too. Okay, so doc type will tell the browser that okay, this guy is using HTML5 what you call structure. Okay, so that's what a doc type does. So HTML, always the HTML code goes in here. Then a head. Okay, head is used to write information which is not visible on the browser, and body is where the overall content goes. Okay, and yesterday we have seen how to use the Twitter Bootstrap. So even today we'll be using Twitter Bootstrap. Alright, so title. Title is, let's say, Tutors Live PHP operators. Alright, so here link href equal to rel equal to style sheet. So this is we have discussed in CSS. You guys can check out if anybody has a question, go back to the CSS class, type in search for external style sheet, so you'll be getting the answer over there. Alright, so I'm going to copy this bootstrap file, which is CDN file, which is not hosted on our server but it's hosted somewhere else. So we are just grabbing that piece of code from a different server. Alright. So that is that, and here I'll say div class equal to container. So again, for Bootstrap, search for Bootstrap classes. We have a lot of classes on Bootstrap actually. Class equal to row. Alright, so I'll be using another called top. So I'll be writing my own styles here. Style. So here, the top class, what I usually do is like I'll give a margin top, let it be 50 pixel. Alright, let us save this as PHP operators.php. Right, this works. Now let's do this. Div again, class equal to, I'll say call md12. Okay, these are all default Twitter Bootstrap classes. Okay, again come into the classes. Class is a selector which is mostly used for styling the content, and they're useful in JavaScript and jQuery too, which we have seen in other previous classes. So again, I say that if you got any question over there, go back to the classes, watch them. If you still have a question, you can definitely ask me. I'm here to answer your questions. Right? So div class equal to, again, this is a default class. Call md, let's write 4.